This is Alex the Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. Tonight we have Drunken One, Bumpy, Brandon and Trish, known as Craft Beer Pours and Keep Sipping, and Alan. So, tonight we are going to review cheesecake. Drunken One, would you like to start?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I got my cheesecake from Kroger's. It's just a little 2-slice thing, total of 6 ounces, I think. It's got that's born on date. Anyway, it's good for another week. And I got the New York style and the strawberry swirl cheesecake. It says keep refrigerated, so that's very important. I'm gonna put mine on a plate where it's a little more fancy.
All right. Bumpy, what do you got there, buddy?
I've already got mine on a plate. Let me flip my screen. So I got some strawberry cheesecake. I took out, I have a little cake of it. So I just took out 3 slices. So this came from the great world of Walmart. And yeah, and I'm pairing it with a beer as well. This is a sour ale with lime zest, strawberry, and pineapple puree and juniper from Prairie Artisan Ales.
Okay.
Awesome.
Alan?
I've got peach swirl.
Peach. All right.
Yeah, I got that from the wife got it for me from Wally World. So I had a cherry one, but that kind of disappeared before the show somehow.
Right?
Go figure.
Go figure, right?
Darn varmint.
All right. Now it's time for Brandon and Trish's debut on their cheesecake.
So I have a cherry chocolate cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory.
Uh-oh. Nice.
Nice.
And I have a pumpkin pecan. Sorry, guys. Can you help me, honey? From the Cheesecake Factory, and I'm pairing it with a pumpkin beer.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. Now I don't know what cheesecake this is because this is a cheesecake croissant. So I have things different. I got it from Wawa.
Well, what?
So I don't know what's in here. I don't know what flavor it is. I guess we'll find out in a second. So
All right.
I guess let's all dig in.
All right.
So
Right.
mine come in a cool little package. I don't know if it was like it was intended to be a cheesecake package, right? And so, and I forgot to mention that, like Bumpy said, I'm pairing mine with trying to keep in the spirit. This is Shipyard Pumpkin Head. I think Brendan might have tried this before. It's my first time trying it. It is a 4.5%. It says, oh my gourd. It's the perfect time of year. Pumpkin Heads is seasonal, blah, blah. It's clean, crisp. It's a wheat ale flavored with pumpkin spices, and it only comes around once a year, so enjoy it while you can. So I'm going to pour that into my shout outs to Turtle Man. I'm going to pour it into my Turtle Man glass. All right. I don't know much about cheesecake. I don't do sweets, but we'll try it out.
So what do you guys think? Alan and Trish and Brandon and Drunken One and Bumpy?
No, I hadn't tried it yet. I just moved it to the plate so far.
Oh.
I think you keep doing stuff like this, I'm gonna be the size of a house.
Right? Cheers to that. Pumpkin beer.
So I gave my wife a little slice, and by the time she finished eating her little slice, she went, "I should have just made you one." And I shook my head, yes. Would have been nice.
Was she gonna make better cheesecake?
Yeah. This isn't bad. You get the graham cracker type crust. It's a very sticky, thick cheesecake.
Yeah.
And then you get some like strawberry jam type flavor notes with it. It does seem to pair well with a nice sour ale with some fruits that match up, like the strawberry, pineapple type stuff. So, because you get that nice cut with the sour, then you can go back to the sweet. So, this is a good pairing.
It's very thick, isn't it? Right? I don't usually eat cheesecake. It's really like the texture is kind of weird. I mean, it's not a bad flavor, but just the texture is kind of weird. I like the graham cracker crust at the bottom. That's good.
I think on mine there could be more graham cracker crusted. It's a very thin layer.
Yeah, that's my only complaint with like the store-bought Wally World stuff is that the crust is a little bit too thin and it tastes good, but it's just not enough to take and balance out that richness of the cheesecake.
Here's what mine looks like. Yeah, it's very rich, isn't it? That's what mine looks like. Yeah, it looks good. It's very appealing. It's very decadent. It's very sweet.
Let's pick it up.
So mine is the pumpkin pecan cheesecake. So it's like your typical cheesecake filling, but pumpkin flavored. And then the bottom is kind of like a toffee caramel syrup right on top of the graham cracker crust. And then it's topped with obviously pecans, whatever they're called. And it's freaking delicious.
It sounds
like
good.
Caramely, so good.
Here's a little close up of mine.
Oh, what are those crunchy things?
I don't know.
Cookie crunchies?
You know those chocolate? You know what a chocolate covered cherry tastes like?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the flavor profile going on this, but it's savory and creamy.
Nice.
That's good. Alan, what do you think of yours?
Well, mine's gone, so I had held that while enjoying it. It's good for being store bought. It's very rich. It was very rich. Like I said, store bought. You don't quite get enough of the graham cracker on the bottom of that. I think you get a decent graham cracker crust on it. That's really sets off it gives you a nice bit of differentiating texture because it's so creamy. Plus, it gives you a little bit of bite to take and go along with that creaminess. And they use some kind of I guess it was like a syrup or something like that for the peach swirl throughout. And it didn't really have a peach flavor. It was just kind of there.
Yeah.
So, but overall, I mean, it was 10 out of 10 would do again.
So even though it was a peach flavored cheesecake, it wasn't all there, even though it was good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Drunken One, what do you think?
Okay, I know my turn again. I guess the graham cracker is expensive. Did other people's turn out okay? So they don't give you the whole graham cracker thing there. Then on both of them, they didn't give it all the way like a pie would be. You would think so. Maybe graham cracker is expensive. I find that the kind that's got the swirl on there. I'd rather have the regular kind. I'd rather have the good old the regular kind because this seems the topping they put on there to make it strawberry just it seems very, very fake to me. It's a weird texture to begin with if you hadn't had cheesecake in a while, but yeah, this seemed very artificial, the flavoring they put on this. So I would rather, if I had to do it again, I'd rather have the kind, just the regular kind. I think they call that the Boston kind or whatever, right? New York.
The cheesecake, you really have to whip it and get that creamy taste. Otherwise, you're biting into a block of cream cheese. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what it looks like here. Yeah, so there's kind of a block of cream cheese. Yeah.
You kind of got to whip it up and add some cream and stuff like that, not just milk and cream cheese and sugar kind of.
Flacco, nice to see you in the chat. Nice to see you, Backwoods Billy, Craft Beer, Blake TV. Yep. So, yeah, Flacco's in the chat, and I saw Kiki just a few minutes ago too, a little bit ago. She's saw her, and she's already put her as a moderator just a second ago.
Oh, didn't
you? So my stuff is very delish. It has a little bit more dough to it because obviously this is a croissant. But I do taste a little creaminess a little bit. It's nice and crispy, nice and crunchy, just the way I would like it, and stuff like that. I would get this again. Yes, I should get an actual cheesecake, but it was a last minute thing with this. So
I love the cream cheese croissants at Starbucks. And you know what's better, Alex? If you heat it up for 10 seconds and you get it warm.
What? This time?
Maybe one day, Trish will do a review on cheesecake croissants. Then one day, we might do that because you seem to like that too. So,
yeah, the only downfall with mine is I don't have graham cracker crust. Mine's just your typical dough crust, which I think if it was graham cracker, it would be.
So, what number would you give it, Trish and Brandon? Both your cheesecakes.
9 out of 10.
No, that's good.
Like a caramel layer. It's so good.
What about you, drunken one?
So I ate all mine like a fat pig.
Of course.
I usually don't eat it all because it's very rich. But
Yeah, it is.
on my cheesecake rating scale, my 100-point inspection, I'm going to give this cheesecake a 100 out of a 100.
What?
$8.
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah, they got theirs from the Cheesecake Factory. So with that being the name of your store, you think they'd have it going pretty good. So yeah, I bet it is awesome.
They better have good fucking cheesecake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My Walmart it doesn't have cheesecake in the name at all.
Like I was telling Alex last night, Brandon doesn't typically like cheesecake. It has to be like a rich flavored kind of.
Yes, very good.
You know what I make during the holidays sometimes? They're called cheesecake bites. So you know those Nilla wafers? They're like the little round cookie. They're just
Yeah. Of course.
So you take those, you put them in a cupcake liner, and then you whip up some cheesecake mix, and you dump the cheesecake on top of it. And then once they're done, you add some cherries, and they're like little cheesecake bites, but the crust is actually the Nilla wafer, and they're delicious.
Oh, I'm going to ask.
That sounds good.
I'll have to ask my aunt to make me some.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nella wafer cheesecakes. I'm gonna give mine. It's not the best cheesecake I've had. I haven't really had like a lot of cheesecake in my life. But I mean, my mom's made cheesecake. Hers is great. My wife's made cheesecake a few times. Hers is great. Hers tastes like when her mother makes it. Pass down the recipe type deal. But I mean, overall for cheesecake, it was satisfying. Just needed more of that crust, like Alan was saying, just to kind of balance it out a little bit, I guess, with that thick cheesecake filling. So I'm gonna go with a 95 out of 100.
Ooh. Okay, that sounds good. Almost 100, but not 100.
Well, 5 away from 100.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
The 100 right now would be like the wife's cheesecake.
Right, exactly. Right.
You gotta love the wife's cheesecake.
Alex, Jack, cheesecake stream.
Hey, Jack, congratulations for coming to my stream. But
Congratulations.
All right.
You're a YouTube star.
So I got the whole craft beer pours family on the stream, not just Brandon and Trish. Got another star, Jack. Awesome. That's special. Very special.
Yeah, he wasn't ready for bed yet, and I didn't want to miss your stream, so.
So, Alan, what number did you give yours? I don't think I'm.
I'll be honest, I'd give mine about a 90 out of 100. I mean, I'd probably like it a lot better if I'd probably like the cheesecake a lot better, like if my wife had made it, or like if my sister had made it, or mom, or something like that, or even from like the Cheesecake Factory. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of got that grainy texture whenever you eat it, and even with that little bit of graham cracker, it kind of gives it like a sandy texture in your mouth almost. I guess it's the best way to. It's kind of gritty.
Okay,
the best way to take and put it.
Yeah,
but even with that richness, just that artificialness that's in it, and that swirl or whatever, it just kind of, I don't know, it's good, but it's, man, it could be so much better.
I mean, I would always. I never had Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. I don't remember. At least I don't remember. But I know they're kind of like homemade cheesecakes, if I remember.
Yeah, it's a big chain restaurant, and they have delicious food, but they're known for like they have over, I think, 100 flavors of cheesecakes.
And they are delicious, and they are worth every penny.
Do they have
And
100 flavors really like that?
You could buy like a little frozen mix pack. It's not as good, but it's pretty comparable. At like Walmart, they have them in the frozen cheesecake section.
Yeah, because that's from the factory, but you're not getting it from the actual factory. You're getting it from days and weeks or whatever. You're getting it from the store. You're not getting it from the actual factory. Even though
the factory is just a name. The factory is just a name. It's the Cheesecake Factory. They're not really like it's just a restaurant. It's a name of a restaurant, but they're known for their cheesecake. And
that's true.
To be very honest, I've never been there, but I've heard that their cheesecake is awesome.
So, what number did you gonna give yours, Drunken One?
Oh, on me. Okay. I don't know how to judge cheesecake. This is very decadent. It's very sweet. To be very honest, I pushed all the topping to the one that had the swirls off to the side. I probably won't finish this. It's quite sweet. It's not terrible. I don't know how this rates to others. 90? I don't know. I'm sure there's better, but I'm sure there's worse. It does pair pretty well with, and I'm not going to give a beer review. It does pair well with the pumpkin beer. So that's something to maybe keep in mind. And thank you, Jesse, for advising. That's pointing me in the right direction on that bit. It's very good. I don't mind cheesecake, but I probably wouldn't eat it often. It's very sweet. It's 320 calories for one piece, And so I guess I ate half of 2 pieces, so that makes 1 piece. And so I've had my sugars. It was awesome, and the girls would love it. The girls would love it.
Mine's over 1,300 calories. It tells you on the menu when you order.
Holy mackerel!
Yours was like,
all right, Lord.
For a
right. Yeah, they said it was yummy. They didn't say it was healthy. Right? They said it was yummy.
They slide it over to you, but like, here's 3 days worth of calories. Have fun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Usually don't eat a whole slice in one sitting.
Oh yeah,
so it takes about 3 days.
Like we keep just going back for little bites in the fridge.
Yeah.
If you want Jack to be a little fat baby,
cheesecake
get him some of that cheesecake.
Cheesecake about right.
But I mean, cheesecake is the one thing. I mean, honestly, it's one of the few desserts, in my opinion, other than like Watergate salad and some of my personal favorite type stuff that I don't care if it's there and it tastes good. It's not going to be there for long. I promise you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't eat cheesecake very often.
Cheesecake's one of those things where you only have if you go to like a family of function, because you don't just make a cheesecake at home for the hell of it.
I'll save it for my late night munchies. I'm sure I'll eat the rest of this shit later.
What's for dinner?
I pay for it. I'll eat it later. Yeah, it's very rich.
Cheesesteak and cheesecake. Yay.
All right, Alex, I gotta go put the baby down. Thank you for doing the cheesecake, and I will.
Well, I'm gonna do my number.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my cheesecake a 85 because it's very delish. But again, it could be better. I mean, but again, a croissant cheesecake is very delish to me. So I'm going to give it an 85. And the reason why you don't give it an 90 or 100 is because there might be more cheesecakes or more better cheesecake croissants out there, as I heard in other things.
Right.
So I'm going to give mine an 85. So I appreciate you guys joining. I'm guessing I'm going to sign off because
Alex, what are we having next week, Alex?
Before I sign off, we are going to have oatmeal for a snack for next Friday. If Trish and Brandon want to join, if they like oatmeal, they can join.
Right.
It's going to be different flavors. It's going to be different flavor oatmeal. Like usual.
Sure. It's the weather's starting to cool off out there. I'm sure y'all have seen it up north, but yeah, we're going to do some oatmeal next week. So you bring your own flavor, your own brand or whatever. It doesn't have to be any certain whatever. And we're having some oatmeal. Right.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. And we will also be going on Trish and Brandon's channel in the next half an hour. So please stay tuned for that. So this is Alex, the Beer Master, signing out. See you all on the next video.
Thanks, gang.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's in 9 minutes, Alex. 9 minutes.
Well, you 9 minutes. I made a mistake.
Don't mess him.
Okay, why is it not ending?
It's all right.
It takes like 15 seconds.
Takes a second.
Or like Trish's last